Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Holistic Living Show. And today I am going to be sharing some acupressure points to relieve arm and wrist pain. This includes relief from carpal tunnel pain as well as any tendonitis. So I will be sharing those acupressure points for pain relief in the wrists and in the arms. And also I will be sharing some essential oils that go along with these meridians and balancing points. Now I am going live through StreamYard, which is a streaming platform. If you'd like your comments to be seen, please go ahead and give StreamYard permission to post those on your behalf at streamyard.com/Facebook. Okay, so if anybody has experienced any wrist pain or carpal tunnel, type in the comments there, let me know. And one of the times I remember sharing these points was actually with my sister, and this was quite a number of years ago, because her little baby, if I'm carrying him around so much, her arms were getting really sore, and so I shared these with her, and she got quite a lot of relief from that. So I'll bring up some diagrams to share with you today, and we will have those available to be seen and easy to find, really easy. It's actually just 4 points that I'm going to review with you today. Okay, so the acupressure and oils for balancing the meridian points is a natural way to relieve pain, tension, and stress. And we're just using our fingers. That's all we need to do this, and they really do work. So we've got, see, I'll bring up the first one. Oh, I've got some comments going here. Oh, my mom's watching. Hello, Mom. And all right, so my first point that I'm going to share with you is on the wrists, and it's actually also a balancing point for the meridians. So the first one is on, let me just grab the slide here to show you all. Oh, where'd it go? Okay, the first one is on a triple warmer meridian, and it is actually also the balancing point for this meridian, and the location is on the outer wrist crease in the center, and supporting oils for this meridian are cinnamon bark and lemongrass. Okay, I'll bring up another one to show you as well. So we're talking this time is the outside of the wrist crease. So when you flex your wrist, right where that is, you'll feel an indentation, which is like a bowl. And this is where the energy for this meridian comes closest to the surface. And by using this point and also pairing it up with the one on the inner wrist crease, we will be holding them together like that. I'll show you the outside one. The outside one is on the pericardium meridian, and its balancing point is pericardium 7, Great Mound, and it's located on the inside of the wrist crease, and the essential oil that supports this meridian is called Panaway. So now I use Young Living essential oils. These are the only ones that I'm referring to, and let's get another disclaimer out of the way. If you have any pain that needs medical attention, please go seek it. This is oh, we got Erin just joining right now, just joining in now. Great info. Kim is here as well. Hi, Kim. Sounds good, she says. Yeah, so I'll go back and show those diagrams for you. Again, this time will be the actual point in the wrist. And the first one here is the triple warmer. So this is on the outside of the hand. So there it is. You see those little red dots is where we're looking for. It does show the full meridian in that diagram there too. So this is on the outside of the wrist crease, and then the inside wrist crease is right here. Inside of the middle wrist crease, see where those little red dots are? That's where we are going to be holding. So I suggest taking the thumb from one of your hands and going over to the other wrist, finding that center location, wrapping around with your pointer finger flexing the wrist back and forth, making sure you're in the indentation here. You won't be on any bones. So it should be a nice, soft, open area. And we're going to hold this together for like a minute. If you're doing this on your own or watching the replay, let us know in the replay if you're watching, type in replay. And you can pause this too if you're watching the replay to do this, to find this, holding, and you may start to feel some energy pulses coming through. When I work with clients doing Shiatsu, which is acupressure and massage together, I will use these points and feel for the energy coming through. Sometimes it can be erratic, sometimes it can be uneven, even from one side to another. And the goal will be to hold it here to have some balance, and you start to be able to have the sensitivity to feel for that, holding until it's rhythmic and steady. And then over to the other side. I like doing both sides, even if you've only got one side that is painful. I like always doing both sides of the body, especially since these are balancing points. The pericardium is the muscle that surrounds the heart, and the triple warmer, not an organ, but it does represent 3 main burners in the body and is integral to the function of our whole selves. And balance as well. Okay, so holding those points. So this again is like the outside of the wrist crease over to the inside of the wrist crease. These 2 points together, taking a deep breath in, exhaling, even closing your eyes, taking a moment to feel that energy. Feeling for the points, not really, we're not digging in here. It's a light holding because we want to be able to feel that pulse, and we actually get to feel that by having a lighter touch. Okay, so there's those 2. And I've got someone else here saying hi, hello. This is being broadcast to YouTube as well as to the Facebook group, the Holistic Living Tribe. Now let's go back. I'll show you 2 more points, and we'll also just recap the ones that we just did there. So we did the inner wrist crease on the inside center of the wrist, and then we also looked at the outer wrist crease, same area in the crease of there, holding them together. If we were to laser right through, they would literally go like front to back. It would be, that's how you find them. Okay, so holding those points together, and these where is that? I want to go back to another slide that I had up here. Okay, so the triple warmer one with the cinnamon bark and lemongrass, these are the 2 essential oils that do support those that meridian. I would like, when I use them for that, I like to just use a drop and put them on my hands and then over the area. And inhaling, because we can use essential oils for inhaling, we can diffuse them, we can apply them topically to our skin. We are in the midst of summer here in Canada, so we do have to be aware of photosensitivity with some of the oils and have some caution with that. If there's anything that has anything to do with citrus, this is not the time to be putting it on and going out in the sun, because that can cause some irritation. So I need to be careful with that. And the other one was the pericardium meridian, and that one is the Panaway essential oil that does support this meridian. And I have Panaway here. One of my absolute favorites, can be used for a lot of pain relief. But honestly, my favorite one, Panaway, is the pain relief cream Cool Azul, which is the natural health. It's a natural health product. Again, this is also from Young Living. This one is extremely good for any aches and pains, and it comes on as like a cream. I just use a little bit of it and use that in the wrist here, anywhere that you might have some pain or discomfort. I often use this on my lower back. I do have arthritis in my hip, so that's something that I oh yeah, good to know. For photosensitivity, I think that was a comment with, yes, absolutely, we need to be cautious with that. Okay, so the next 2 points that I'm going to share are along these same meridians, just a little bit further down the wrist crease. And they are located, to find them, you take your wrist and put 3 fingers. How am I going to do this? Here we go. This way. 3 finger widths down from that wrist crease. And right where that 3rd finger lies, right in the center there, in between all the tendons and the bones, is a point. Again, it's going to be soft. It'll be like a bowl. And then again, lasering through to the other side, where you can have a finger on one side and wrap your thumb around to the other side, right in the center there as well. That's where we're going to hold these points as well. So taking a deep breath, breathing in, exhaling, releasing, using this combination of the 2 points partway down the wrist here, the 3 finger widths down, and right in the wrist crease, using these at least once a day. For a couple of weeks, you'll be finding that you will get pain relief and relief from tendonitis, from carpal tunnel. If you're waiting for surgery, this is a good option while you're waiting, or it might even relieve it that you don't need it. And this is, I find, is really good, particularly for all my pickleball players out there. We do use our arms a lot. So finding that, again, three finger widths down from the wrist crease. Go to the other side here. Feeling for an indentation, or tsubo bowl is what they're called. And then over to the inside of that with your thumb. So be holding these together here. And deep breath in. Exhaling and holding these again for another minute, 1 to 3 minutes in each one. Seeing if you can feel that pulse. You can do this even when you're sitting at a red light. They're so flexible. The hard part is actually remembering to do it, especially when you start to get some pain relief, because then you're like, oh, it doesn't hurt anymore. I'm not reminded of it. So those are my points for sharing today to help relieve carpal tunnel and tendonitis pain, any wrist pain or forearm pain. These are excellent points. These are 4 points on the inner and outer wrist crease, and then 3 finger widths down, again, inner and outer forearm, holding those together for 1 to 2 minutes each, and you will have pain relief. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye for now.